So I've been doing like usually touring in Europe in the spring and touring in the U.S. in the fall, and it's just a rough life. Somebody's got to do it. And I usually have a satellite radio because if you've ever been to the U.S., you know, which I mean, there's a lot of other cool places to visit before you go there. But if you end up in the U.S. and you turn on the radio, you're going to realize very quickly why satellite radios were a very good invention, because there's, you know, at least the possibility of listening to, like, you know, some European stations, which is, you know, at least, you know, a serious improvement. I mean, the thing was, on this tour was my radio was broken. You know, it was just a wire, but I had to replace the whole thing. I can't fix wires. I don't know how, somebody knows how to solder out there, and I don't. But so I was like, you know, driving across Montana, which takes about like 3 days, it seems, and I, you know, and not knowing how to solder and thinking about, like, wishing I had, because my dad knows how to solder, I just never learned how to solder. So I'm driving across Montana, you know, and with my broken satellite radio, and you know, listening to AM radio and realizing once again why this US is so fucked up. Because, you know, basically, I mean, there's a lot of reasons, but one of them is that when you turn on the radio, you have the choice of, I mean, aside from the music, which is just horrendous, you know, in terms of like talk, you know, you basically have the choice between, you know, a right-wing talk show host named Rush Limbaugh, who is completely blanketing the whole country, and when he's not on, it's like Sean Hannity. And then you've got, you know, that's number two. Well, first you got American football. That's number one. That's by far number one. You have sports. And then you have Rush Limbaugh, and then you have Jesus. Well, Rush and Jesus are kind of in competition for who gets the most space, you know? And it's not just any old Jesus. This is the evangelical version of Jesus. And, you know, it's terrifying, the things they say and the things that they are obviously thinking. The only redeeming quality to the Jesus stuff is when they stop talking and they play music. Occasionally it's good, you know, because there's a lot of Christians in the world, and some of them write good music, you know. It's just, you know, inevitable. It's going to happen. If you get enough Christians, and some of them are going to be brilliant musicians. So this is one of my favorite songs from Appalachia. Probably started here somewhere. I found out touring with Alistair Hewlett from Scotland, I discovered that all the songs I thought were Appalachian songs actually originated in Ireland or Scotland, and the only thing that got added in Appalachia was the seventh chord. But you know, seventh chords are pretty cool. I am a poor, wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world of woe, but there's no sickness, no toil nor danger in that great land to which I go. I'm going there to see my Father. I'm going there no more to roam. Only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I know dark clouds may gather around me. I know my way is rough and steep, but beauteous fields lie all around me, where souls redeem their widow keep. I'm going there to see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. glory. When I go to that great land, I wanna shout salvation story in concert with that blood-washed head. I'm going there to see my Savior. I'm going there no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I'm only going